Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and we've got a little extra show for you today. You know, it's Monday afternoon, and we've got a big announcement coming up either Friday or maybe Monday. We've got to get a few things ironed out and get things going, but um, everyone had or a lot of people had a 3 day weekend. They're winding down. It was cold down here, and we're going to talk a little bit about the weather. But I made a trip yesterday afternoon. Chris was doing some pre-week cooking at the house, and so I ran down to the rookery to see what was going on. Because last week we were there, and there's a clip coming up. I want y'all to see because it was really neat for me because I'm new to a lot of this and I was able to witness. And so I'll show you the clip or mention it whenever it comes up. But we were out last week at the rookery, and it was loaded on Tuesday with spoonbills, and then Wednesday I went out there to have a meeting, and there wasn't really much of anything. A couple spoonbills. I mean, the ibis and the herrings and that, everything, cormorants were out there, but the spoonbills weren't. Now, this is the clip coming up that's fixing to start. I want y'all to pay attention. That's a blue egg, and watch the mother roll this thing and watch them work on the nest. I sat there and was watching this, and actually a lady that was there brought it to my attention. And I took the camera and zoomed in, and this isn't the camera that I typically use. It's a less expensive camera, so it may not be the perfect video. But what you could see there, the two birds working together on the nest, it was just neat. And I sat there for quite a while watching them. They were primping the nest a little bit, and they had rolled the egg. And when I called Winnie and told her about this, she said, yeah, they usually have two or three, but not all at the same time. And so this was just, like I said, I really like going out there, and since they've got the skywalk and they've got everything, right now there's not a lot of foliage out there, and so it's real easy to get through. But there you can see she took a stick and putting it in the nest, building a better nest, rebuilding it maybe because of the wind we had. But anyway, just wanted to bring this to your attention. That's a blue egg there in the nest. And so a lot of birds out there yesterday, a little bit of everything. This time of year, you don't see the gators because of the cool weather. And we've got some more. Now, I love, if you like taking buildings with sun coming through windows and shadows, that's a building out there at Smith Oaks that you can take pictures of. And there were some people walking down the skywalk. But just get out, and like I said, here's an out of focus clip. And so I put this together real quick to show what I saw yesterday on my Sunday fun day. I was out, started out actually in the morning shooting around the lighthouse, Horseshoe Lakes, and then over by the lighthouse. In fact, I went from one end of Horseshoe Lakes to the other, and then over by the lighthouse, and then up to over to the North Jetties and the fort there, and then drove to the end of the beach there at Bolivar Flats, but didn't shoot anything there. Wind was blowing too hard and sand was going everywhere. And then went home and fed Gabby, my lab, and had lunch with Chris. And then later on, I took off and went down to Highland because it was actually pretty out yesterday with all the sun, wind, but actually the wind wasn't too bad here. You can see the trees blowing, but it wasn't as strong there because of the foliage blocking it. And there you can see some of the catwalk. And I tell you what you can see from that, and I even saw some people down under it walking some of the trails. But here's a panning view of what I looked at yesterday while I was up at the Rookery in Smith Oaks. And if you haven't been up there, you know, we did some shows about 5 years ago, Birding on Bolivar, where we went around to different areas, and I'd never been up there, and other than taking some quick photos. But if you get out and walk around, it's just unbelievable. The live oaks, the birds, the sounds that you'll hear up there, and the sights that you'll see up there. And so if you're looking for something to do, maybe you're coming down for a weekend getaway or a day trip, here's something that everyone, it's so like Fort Travis. If you're down here, take the time and look at some of the areas that the Audubon, in fact, Houston Audubon, from my understanding, is the largest landholder on Bolivar Peninsula. And they bring everything back for natural habitat. The information that you can get from them is just unbelievable. And what I learned, I know when I did the Birding on Bolivar 5 or 6 years ago, I learned a lot from Winnie, and I've had some time to sit and talk to Wyatt now and Winnie. In fact, they spoke at the Good Morning Bolivar last Tuesday, and just the knowledge that they have, and especially for our area, not just knowledge, but history on High Island too. So anyway, just wanted to show you what it was like for my Sunday fun day on the upper Texas coast. There's some of the skywalk, and that's awesome to walk along that. They've got restrooms out there and everything. We've got another clip coming up of that building, and I don't know how many times I've gone out there, different times of the day, just to take pictures and video shots of the old building, I think it's the old pump building, if I'm not mistaken, or phone building, something there at the entrance to the Rookery there at Smith Oaks. So anyway, well, if you want to see Bolivar live anytime, if you can't make it down, but we invite you down, whether it's for the day, a weekend getaway, a week-long vacation, come on down and explore Bolivar Peninsula and our 27 miles of beachfront, whether it's this time of year in the winter, maybe a spring trip, summer trip, fall trip, it doesn't matter when you come down. Just come down and see the beauty, some of the upper Texas coast beauty. And you can get more information and see it live through our 11 live webcams. Find vacation rentals, restaurants, and more at BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. We're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope to see you real soon, and hope you had an awesome weekend. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.